So, I've disappeared for a very long time, but I'm here now, and I just want to say a couple things to start the video off. I abandoned this channel a couple years ago because I had little to no motivation to actually create more videos after my PUBG one, and I honestly wanted to try something new to the table. I gathered my friends to make a group channel called the Ghoulian Squad, which was basically a channel where we would all come together and make videos, and that would be the main source of our content. But that was short-lived due to the lack of motivation and scheduling issues from my friends and myself as well. After a long period of time, the motivation to do YouTube again was, I'd say, reignited as I tried to do an Adult Swim-esque channel called It's LOL Man. But funny enough, I actually forgot the email and password to that account, so that channel's in the shadow realm. I ultimately decided to just stop doing YouTube in general and to just focus on finishing school and graduating. I finished high school and now I have more free time than ever. My journey to graduation was not sunshine and rainbows though, as I had to deal with tons of problems. My biggest being my depression. I was clinically diagnosed with depression, and it's by far the hardest challenge I've ever faced in my life. I'm still dealing with it even to this day, and it hasn't gotten any better, but it will. I've been taking therapy, I've been taking medication, and I want to get better. I want to finally get rid of this, and I know it's not going to be easy, but I really feel like in order for me to continue on my life, I have to get rid of this first. This is one problem that I can't run away from, and as hard and as annoying, as hopeless as it seems, I do want to overcome it in the end. What I have been doing though is participating with other types of projects on YouTube, like my buddy Inverse. He's had a podcast called Whatever Happens, and I personally enjoy it because it gives me a platform to talk about things that I've always wanted to discuss, and it gives me a chance to hang out with my friends. Before, I could hardly actually talk to them as they also have other things to do in their lives, so a get-together was slightly occasional. But now with Whatever Happens, I feel like I can finally talk to them again and do something with them that I always like doing, just talking about topics. So shout out to my buddy, and go check out his Spotify playlist. It's actually what I'm using in my background music, one of the songs there, so be sure to give it a look if you like this kind of stuff. I started to invest my time into video games that have a relatively long lifespan, like Call of Duty, Modern Warfare, and League of Legends. I can say that I have love relationships for both games because on some days they make me lose my absolute shit, or they'll make me laugh till my stomach hurts, or they've given me moments that I can remember. So I don't really have a solidified result, or not result, but opinion on the games. I can honestly say that it's just dependent on how I feel during the day, and how I feel with the games that I'm playing. I feel like I can finally make these kind of videos again because I'm more liberated now that I've finished school. And I can't really promise that I'd be consistent or even heavily active on this channel, but what I can promise is that I have a little more time to do these type of things. Another reason why I stopped abruptly was because I felt that I had a very big self-esteem issue, and I still have a self-esteem issue, but it was really prevalent before. I felt like to become a successful content creator, you had to be entertaining and make an identity for yourself that wasn't a carbon copy of someone else's, and be good at whatever content you're trying to give to the viewer, which in my case, video games. I can say that I'm not the best player. I'm really generous to even call myself a decent player. So the only thing that was really going for me was to be entertaining with what I was saying or the editing of my videos, which at the time I wasn't a god tier editor, and I couldn't really be funny on the spot. I had to be naturally funny. All my jokes are just things that randomly pop up in my mind. Trying to do anything forced will come out as forced. It didn't seem like I genuinely thought this was funny. It seemed like I genuinely tried to make something just for content and not out of passion. But now I just want to use this channel to talk about certain topics that I've been looking at, things that I just want to discuss for quite a while, and just what's been going on in my life. As I've always wanted YouTube to be the it's all about you, have the you and YouTube be a real thing instead of what it is now, which is basically just a platform for corporations like the late night talk shows and the entertainment studios to promote their trailers and their clips so you can go watch them and support them, and the small underground YouTubers who don't have anything like that. And the biggest thing, or the closest thing they have to being corporate, is sponsorships. I feel like they were just pushed aside, and YouTube wants to promote these companies who already have a status in the online world. So I want to be one of those YouTubers who really likes to go back to the it's all about you concept and just talk about whatever that comes up in my life. So if you like that kind of content, if you are just wondering what I have to say about something, then by all means subscribe. Have this video in the background and chill with whatever you're doing. Also, I know people have stuff to say. I know people like to respond to opinions and takes, and I am completely supportive of that. My comments will be completely open to whatever you have to say, and I'm not one to be extremely sensitive to criticism. So if you don't like what I'm saying, you can always express your opinion, and I will be open-minded enough to understand why you feel that way. But I won't be responding to anything that's clearly a troll or just what I like to call anger bait or response bait. Basically, you want me to respond to this because you know it's something that I wouldn't like and I would respond to, as it pisses me off. So I'm just gonna ignore that. Anyways, I'm alive, I'm here, and I'd like to do this from time to time. So if you like that kind of stuff, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to see when I post. That's gonna be it from me, and I'll return in the next one.